Alright guys, so the details for Ultimate Gohan in Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra has finally dropped. So we're going to break down everything that he can do alongside checking out all of his other animations as well. But I do just want to note that all these assets were provided thanks to the support of the Squadra Creators Program. I am a part of that program, and that allows me to be able to make this content early for you guys. And also, I'm in this specific position in the video because we can't just upload everything raw. We'll get in trouble. That's why I'm on this side. But, of course, when we get to the details of Gohan, I'll make sure to read it out loud to break it down for you guys. Alright, anyway, Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, Ultimate Gohan Characters Spotlight. Let's check it out. Let's see.
Give it up. You can't win.
That's that boy. Let's see.
Alright, this is it.
Alright. Yeah, let's see. Okay.
What's wrong?
So, he has, a physical, close range, strikes.
Serious. Stay down.
That's definitely Burst Rush. Like, I hope Burst Rush can stun. That'd be great. Oh, he's just unleashing power.
That's enough.
Hands. Gone.
Hey, behind you.
Okay. Also, Gohan, technical playmaker who separates his target from the pack. Oh. You can't win. Whoa. Alright, that's his passive. His rush attack is physical. Against break targets. Wait, whoa. Jack Blast. That's a new move. Never heard of that before. Okay. So, like, that's his projectile. Yeah, so Jack Blast is his projectile. Has, like, mid-range to long range. Rolling Hammer. Okay. Alright, sure. Power Unleashed. Okay, so that obviously makes sense. Obviously, like, his potential unleashed. Like, wait. Did Goku, like, try to run away? Mock Break. Yeah, so these attacks make the opponent run away? Whoa. Okay, yeah, let's break all of that down. So, starting off with the details right here. So it says, Ultimate Gohan, his role is technical. A playmaker who separates his target from the pack, creating advantages for his allies. Take down isolated enemies one by one alongside your team. So you need to separate them. So he's probably going to work best with characters that can get picks. So probably like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. In certain scenarios like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I personally think that as of right now, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is like probably the best tank in the game. But seeing that he's able to stun enemies by like kicking them into the wall, you can probably get a pick off of that. So maybe that could work. Maybe pairing him with like Super Saiyan Goku could also work too. We'll have to see like the characters that really work well with Gohan. But seeing that you got to separate characters or your opponents from the pack, getting picks off of them and characters that specialize in that will really help. Oh, 18 could be another character that works well with that. Okay, so that's that. His passive is You Can't Win. Stagger and weaken an enemy hero. Applies a stack to an enemy hero on hit. When stacks are maxed out, target becomes a break target, and any damage dealt staggers them, applying physical defense down and energy defense down. Super attacks have the strongest effect, followed by skills excluding super attacks, then rush attacks. Okay, so you want to utilize Gohan to turn your opponents into a break target. So that way you start staggering them when you attack them, which is going to be good. And you apply physical defense down and energy defense down. So maybe, for example, if Ultimate Gohan is paired with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? It's very clear that with Gohan, his his rush combo is physical, right? So you'll be dealing extra damage, seeing that their defense for that is down. And then with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, his is energy. So you can use that in like mid-range to attack the enemy. And their defenses will be down to that too. Or if you just have your skills, you can use those as well. And that should be able to help out with that extra damage. So it's pretty much turn them into a break target and then just take advantage of that opportunity. Hence the whole separate them from the pack and then just delete the opponent. So that makes a lot of sense so far. I really do think that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is going to work well with him. His rush attack, it's physical. Becomes a powered up attack with increased damage against break targets. So again, with Gohan, even more so than before, when you attack them, based on his passive, that's when you start giving them like those defenses down. So once that happens, when they become a break target, Gohan deals more damage. So you want to actually use your rush attack a lot with Gohan. Makes complete sense. All right, so that is rush attack. All right, skill 1, Jack Blast. This is a completely new move. I've never heard of this before. Unleash a strike in a set direction. Applies a stack to enemy heroes on hit. Re-entering the command within a certain time window unleashes an energy wave, pushing away enemies and dealing extra damage. Applies further stacks to enemy heroes struck. The closer an enemy is, the further the pushback. Activating the skill after power unleashed increases pushback even further and applies movement speed down to enemy heroes struck. Okay, this is interesting because, oh, well, okay, no, I think I understand it. At first, I was like, I don't understand this because, again, you want to, like, try to deal as much damage as possible, so you want to keep the opponent, like, within your range. But, again, this is a character that's supposed to isolate people. So being able to push them away from their team can help isolate them so that way you can get, you know, those KOs active with them. So being able to use this is not only going to be good offensively based on Gohan's kit, but it can also help in critical situations. For example, let's say that you have opponents rushing down a God of Destruction. Imagine having Gohan there alongside Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, where both of these guys specialize in pushing the opponent away. So you can probably have like Gohan, not necessarily like in the front line, but probably like in the midst, like maybe with like DPS or something. And the opponent's team is trying to rush towards the God of Destruction. You have Gohan, you throw a Jack Blast, and you throw them off by pushing them away. And maybe they continue to try, you know, maybe try to charge forward or something. After that, you can just have Vegeta throw out like Final Shine, or use like the kick, or even the wall, or whatever the case may be. Like, I think like Gohan and Vegeta are actually going to work well together. Now, obviously, they will be in different lanes because one is technical, one is tank. But when they're together, they can actually shine by keeping opponents off of critical like points, like such as God of Destructions, or the Dragon Shell, or maybe like, you know, if you're going up against Nappa 16, Ribrianne, or Jocko. Like, I can really see this being good for that. But not only that, you have the ability of pairing this with another move, Power Unleashed, which we'll get to once we get to it, but that'll help you be able to push the opponents even further back. So, Jack Blast sounds, for Gohan's kit anyway, sounds solid. It definitely sounds solid. But in terms of damage, we'll have to see what it can do, though. Because if it can get kills, they'll be really, really good. All right, now we have Rolling Hammer. An unavoidable attack that warps to your target's location and forcibly moves them in the direction you warped from. Okay, that makes sense. Generates a shockwave on hit, dealing additional damage to non-target enemies. Applies a stack to enemy heroes on hit, staggers and deals extra damage to targets knocked down or knocked into a wall or other heroes. Activating the skill after potential unleashed will send the target struck flying on hit. Enemies struck by the shockwave will be forcibly moved, and extra damage dealt to targets knocked into a wall or other heroes will be increased. So, quite literally, like what I said before with pairing up with Vegeta, Rolling Hammer solidifies that. Rolling Hammer absolutely solidifies that. See, the thing is, with Gohan and Vegeta, like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta specifically, being able to slam opponents into the wall is beneficial, especially with Vegeta, because he stuns enemies when they're slammed into a wall. Then you have Gohan who can smack them right back into a wall, right? And not only is he able to do that, it's unavoidable. If he uses his attack and you're within its range, you're getting hit. So, well, maybe apart from like, maybe the wall from Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, we'll have to see that in action. But for the most part, this move is unavoidable. So if he's charging at you with it, you're getting hit. So being able to use this, and then you apply a stack on enemy heroes, which is going to be good for Gohan, and then you stagger and deal extra damage to not, oh, goodness gracious. Like, Gohan and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta have got to work so well with each other. Being able to, like, constantly knock, opponents into a wall. Like, you can practically prevent somebody from escaping, and that adds even more to Gohan being able to separate somebody from the pack and then being able to pick them off. So, it's all of this just works well with Vegeta. That's all I'm seeing from this. Gohan and Vegeta are going to be perfect, when it comes down to their, teamwork. It's going to be insane. I'm actually kind of scared, just a little bit. All right, but that's Rolling Hammer. It also has decent range to it, too, so it could be a good movement option. All right, Power Unleashed. Unleash a shockwave around yourself, applying flee to enemies. Applies a stack to enemy heroes on hit. Within a set window after this skill's activation, Jack Blast and Rolling Hammer will be enhanced and usable even mid-cooldown. The first hit of other skills activated following this will add further stacks to enemy heroes. Okay, so this can go either or. This can go either or because I would say that this kind of depends on Gohan's positioning, right? So note that it says that it applies the effect Flee. So since it applies that effect, they're obviously running away from Gohan. If you position yourself right with Gohan, let's say that, for example, you're in the middle as Ultimate Gohan. Your team is on the left and your enemy is on the right, right? You manage to like get slightly into your enemy's base, and then you get the enemy between yourself, the enemies, and then obviously that one enemy that you're trying to separate, and they're closer to the team. You hop in between all that, pop Power Unleashed, you'll probably send them all away, but the point is you get that one specific enemy that you're trying to knock out to run towards your team. And then from there, then you can utilize anything else to be able to get prevent them from getting back to their team, so that way you can get that kill. So with Gohan, it's going to be really important to try to utilize positionals. I think that might be important. Well, again, obviously the character's not out yet. We'll have to like test it out and see how it works. But it really does seem like positioning with Gohan is going to be very important for being able to get these KOs, especially if you're able to get certain enemies to go towards the team with a move like Power Unleashed. Not to mention, it's an AoE. So you have a pretty large range of being able to utilize that to get people away. Another thing that this can actually be really good for is, I would say early game, when you're rushing down your lane, knocking out some enemies, and then you get to the first Kai. You pop Power Unleashed, obviously it's going to deal damage to the Kai, but also you can use this to get everybody else to run away. So that way, you're able to pick off the Kai, and then you get those levels, and then you continue farming, or maybe can knock out the opponents, or whatever the case may be. This can be an extremely versatile move. Very, very versatile. And again, it's also able to be utilized with other moves mid cooldown. So you pop Power Unleashed, and then after that, you can throw out Jack Blast, or you can throw out Rolling Hammer. So you can follow up, which is a good thing. And then we have his super attack, which is Mock Break. That's crazy. Warp to the target location and unleash a fury of attacks while moving at high speed. The first hit to enemy heroes applies a stack to them. Can move while attacking. Oh, goodness. Generates a shockwave following the flurry, staggering enemy heroes with stacks and applying flee to enemies without stacks. Okay, so you can move while doing this. Like, at first when I saw this, I thought it was stationary, but no. You can control it. So you can go forward, you can go backward, you can go up, you can go down, you can move with it, which is going to be really, really good, right? So that way you can be able to hit somebody. But also, the first hit applies a stack to the enemy, right? So that's good, so that we can deal extra damage. But it generates a shockwave following the flurry. So at the end of it, there's a shockwave, and that shockwave is either going to stagger enemy heroes with the stacks, or if there are no enemies with stacks, it applies fleet to them. So that way, nobody can just kind of come through and try to like assist them. It's not going to work. So it's either they stay in the attack and take extra damage, or they come in at the tail end of the attack and then get applied with flee, and then they start running away uncontrollably. So I don't know like the damage output that this is actually going to deal, but as of right now, this can help in certain scenarios. I'm not sure if it's really going to help in the sense of, you know, trying to get like maybe like Ribrianne or Jocko. Like it definitely could, and obviously we'll have to see. But I see this more so being very helpful in team fights. Team fights, which are probably more than likely going to be around like Gods of Destructions, like near the last two, or protecting the Dragon Shell, or really just any general team fight. This can be absolutely insane because you're either going to deal extra damage and delete somebody, or your teammates are going to take advantage of that and start deleting somebody, or it's going to make them run away. Like, I see that as an overall good thing. But that damage output is the other thing that we're going to have to see as we continue to, you know, be able to learn more about Gohan and all that. But that's pretty much Gohan. And of course, we do have other things to check out for Ultimate Gohan as well. So this is his idle animation in the main menu. Look at him. Just chilling. I mean, he is standing there. Oh. Okay. Oh, all right.
This is awesome.
Like, I think I understand the reference. Okay, like, because I was wondering why the ore was... Oh. All right, okay, go on. Hey. Yeah, so I understand the reference. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be when Elder Kai was like, oh, just do that Super Saiyan thing. And that's how you, like, unleash the power. And that's exactly what that is. That's why the ore was yellow instead of it being white. But, yeah, cool reference. I understand it. We also have Ultimate Gohan's Dragon Ball Acquired animation.
What? That's the
Oh! Okay, wait. Okay, so if you guys don't get that reference is to when Goku threw the Batara over at Gohan and he dropped it. So like that. And now we have Ultimate Gohan's MVP and victory animations. So this one is called Beyond All Limits. Look at him. Weave?
weak. Way too weak.
Okay, hey, sometimes you gotta let them know. Hey, sometimes they might be weak. Way too weak. All right, next one is called Joy.
Come on, that's all you got?
I mean, it's clean, but like, he didn't really look too joyous, if you will. So those are his MVP animations. Now we just have his victory animations. So this one is called Relieved. All right, simplistic, not too crazy. And then finally we have the last one called Soaring.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Wait, I like that. Wait, that was clean. That was that heat, bro. But yeah, that's pretty much everything we got for Ultimate Gohan. I didn't actually see if they showed the outfit yet, but at the very least, I wanted to break down what he can do and show all the other animations that are available as well. So remember, he's actually dropping in a few days. I believe on December 2nd is when he should be dropping, but I'm excited for Ultimate Gohan, and I hope that you guys are too. And if you are, definitely let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.